Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hinton. I wanted to give you all a quick tutorial on how to use rubrics on your Google Classrooms. Now I know that everybody's seen that little button whenever they open up their assignments and they're starting to create them. Maybe some of you have already started using rubrics. Maybe some of you have decided, you know what, I have a simple assignment. I don't need to use that, that's fine. But maybe some of you have looked at it and said, hey, this is a good idea, but I don't know if I've got the time to invest in creating 1,000 rubrics for 1,000 assignments. Well, with this video, what I want to do is I want to show you how it would be impactful for you to start using rubrics in your assignments. I also want to show you how you can use them for simple assignments. And I'm going to show you how to create the rubrics, how to reuse rubrics, and then how to manage them and save them in your Google Classrooms. All right, so first things first, I want to show you what it looks like once you've got a rubric completely tooled out and ready to use. Okay, so we've got our classwork stream. This is how it opens up right here. We're going to click into classwork. We're going to create an assignment. Oh wait, sorry, that's not what I'm doing. So I'm going to show you this assignment that I've already created a rubric for. Now this one was a project that I had given my students last week. I wanted them to teach me something. So I built out a set of criteria right here in my rubric. And now, as you can see, all I have to do is go in and click the item that I think corresponds with their grade. Which one corresponds. Now for me, we are working heavy with argumentation, and so this is my argumentative piece that I've added in right here. But anyway, I've got all these criteria, and as you can see, the student did fairly well. And once you've clicked all of your little buttons, you're going to have a point total right here. Now, if you're a math whiz, unlike me, then you might not need that, but it's still really awesome. When students look at this, they're going to be able to see, okay, these are the criteria that my teacher has for me. These are the things that he's looking for. So before they submit the assignment, they're going to say, okay, do I feel like I've put a lot of creative effort into this? If so, then yeah, I know I'm going to get that grade right there. Knowledge of subject, simplicity, visuals, audience. They can think about all these things before they submit. And then after it's graded, of course, once I get up here and click that return button, then yeah, they're going to be able to compare what they thought to what I think. And then some deep thinking happens, and I love that. But anyway, yeah, and then you can just click onto the next person, do the same bits, and just keep on going. In a lot of cases, there's not a heavy need to add private comments at that point. They can see very clearly they're getting that feedback. All right, but of course, maybe I might want to write, some constructive criticism there. But anyway, so that's that. Now, how do we make these things? All right, so if we're on our main page right here, we're going to click into classwork. We're creating our assignment. We've done all of the things that we need to do. We've created our due dates. All right, we're going to select our topic. Now, I hope you guys are using topics because, I mean, really, it keeps things nice and organized. So when students go in to look at assignments that are posted, they've got everything nice and neat. But anyway, let's just say I'm going to choose that one. And I'm going to create my rubric. Okay, so now let's say hypothetically this assignment, it's a simple assignment. All right, but I'm looking for a few different things. There are a couple of different pieces to this. So I can create a rubric just for that. So I want my students to do Lexia this week. That's our literacy program. So I want them to do 20 minutes plus a screenshot. Now that's what I want. If they don't do it, then, well, that's a non-negotiable for me. So they've either done it all the way with fidelity or they haven't. Okay, that might be harsh, but that's okay. So other thing I want them to do is a quick write. Okay, and then I want them to read an article on News ELA. So I've got all these things. I've got my points. Now, obviously, you guys are going to want to add more criterion. You do that by adding that level, and you can add the additional point values. Okay, so I've got my rubric nice and saved, and I'm ready to submit this assignment. Now, if you're just starting out with rubrics, I would recommend that you guys inform your students that they are using these rubrics, and you need to set it up for them. So, I mean, using a quick video to explain what you are expecting on each criteria is helpful, or just say, view the rubric, ask questions if needed, that type of thing. But anyway, my assignment's ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and assign that. Not really. So what if I've created a rubric for a previous assignment, and this assignment that I'm about to post, this one is, yeah, it's exactly the same. So when you click into rubrics, when you click that button, you can see you've got three options. You've got create, you've got reuse, and import from sheets. For my purposes today, we're not going to mess with this, but I am going to reuse a rubric. Now let's say this is an argumentative writing piece. I'm grading them on ACT Aspire, so I'm going to go ahead and click that, and now I've got my ACT Aspire rubric ready to go. Okay, this one's still a work in progress, guys. I haven't put all my criterion into that. But as you can see, it works. Now, one thing that I want to point out to you guys is when you click onto that and you click reuse, now see my ACT Aspire argumentative writing rubric, that comes up at the very top. Now I've done that very specifically and purposefully. All of my other assignments, these are rubrics that I've created for other assignments, and they all go in order based on the classwork tab. So what I mean by that, and I'll show you here in a second. So this is the classwork tab. So when you click the rubric and you go to reuse it, the ones that show up at the very top are the ones that are going to show first. So if you're using topics like I do, you've got many different topics. They're all going to show up in that order. So what I've done right here is, I've created a very specific and special assignment that has nothing in it except my rubric, as you can see. If I do it this way, then my rubric will always stay at the top. Now I'm not going to select a topic for this. That way, my stuff is organized and I am ready to go. I'm going to keep that. I don't want to ruin it. And that is basics, guys. I hope that you found this helpful, and I hope you guys start using some rubrics. Have a great week, guys, and use some rubrics. Peace.